So let's say you have a fraction a over b and you want to multiply it by c over d. Well, that's equivalent to a times c divided by b times d. Now, this definition of multiplying fractions only applies when b and d are not equal to 0, because any number divided by 0 is undefined. So let's do some examples. We have 2 over 15 times 5 over 13. This is equivalent to 2 times 5 divided by 15 times 13. If we multiply out the numerator and the denominator, we get 10 over 195. Now, this is indeed the answer, but it is not simplified. So let's instead go back a step and use our knowledge of prime and composite numbers to help us express the numerator and the denominator as product of primes. Now, looking at the numerator, we can see that both 2 and 5 are prime numbers, so we'll leave it as is. However, in the denominator, 15 is a composite number and can be expressed as 5 times 3. 13, on the other hand, is a prime number, so we can just leave it as is. At this point, if we use our understanding of the fundamental principles of fractions, we can simplify the fraction by canceling the 5's. So we're left with 2 over 39, which is the simplified fraction of 10 over 195. Let's do one more example. 3 over 8 times 7 over 9 is equivalent to 3 times 7 divided by 8 times 9. So we can multiply things out to get 21 over 72, but again, this fraction would not be simplified. So before we multiply things out, let's express the numerator and denominator as product of primes. So if we take a look at the numerator, we can see that 3 and 7 are prime numbers, so we can leave the numerator as 3 times 7. Now 8 is not prime and can be written as 2 times 2 times 2, and 9 can be written as 3 times 3. At this point, we can cross out the 3's, and we are left with 7 over 24, which is the simplified fraction for 21 over 72. And that's how you multiply fractions.